What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of World of Warcraft in the Kronos 2 server. How the hell doing? Okay, today we are going... You'll notice we're in Tenaris. We are going to hand in our quest with the 3rd and 4th Mosharu tablets into this gentleman here. So we can get those out of our inventory and clear out another 2 slots. Whoa, volume. Turn that down. Okay. Where's the 5th? They're in Blackrock Spire. Right. Like upper or lower? That's there's the question.
Good.
It will probably stay, won't it? I assume that means lower? I don't know. Right, anyway, we've picked up another quest for Blackrock anyway, so happy days, we can get out of here. We're in Tenaris, and since we are down here, we are now going to make our way to Ungoro Crater, and that's going to be the plan for today. We are going to farm up some Devil Sword leather. I'm not going to do the whole leather per hour thing today. I want to try and keep this episode as short as possible because things have finally changed. My mic arrived several days early and I'm absolutely fucking chuffed with life here now at the moment. So you can see it's set up here in front of me now at the moment, so I don't have like a thing coming over from here. I have this yoke sitting here in front of me and it is on what can only be described as the most MacGyvered mic stand possibly known to man. So I have a camera stand, and on the camera stand the microphone is currently resting and it is duct taped in place because that's how we roll in Gibboeire town. I think there's a little bit of echo in the background of my sound as well, which is being caused by the reverb in the room, but I do have a plan to deal with that. So it's not going to happen immediately, but it is something that will eventually come into effect and should sort that out too. So I've basically spent the entire morning moving this microphone around, pointing it in different directions and shouting at it and tuning it up and down in order to get an idea of how the settings would be affected by different things and basically to work out how it works. I have played like piano, I play drums and shit like that too, so I have a fair idea what like a lot of stuff like microphones and like how they plug into each other and like kind of how like knobs and stuff like that on a lot of these kind of interfaces work, especially when it comes to instruments like basses and guitars and shit. So using my limited knowledge of that, I have applied that to what I now have in front of my face, and I think it's alright here now at the moment. Like, it doesn't pick up too much of the background noise in the room. You will hear me typing if I'm typing furiously, so if I do this, yeah, you'll definitely hear that, but I'm doing it at the moment the way I would normally, and I don't think you're going to hear it at all, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Okay, so it is going to be something that's going to be tweaked gradually over the course of the next few episodes, and then hopefully we'll find it like a kind of a setting that we're going to be chuffed with, and then we'll leave it at that. I don't have a pop filter for it yet. I don't have a cover for it yet. All of those things are on the way, and I do actually have a boom stand that's on the way, so you'll notice that the mic is kind of tilted forward a wee bit. I would like it if it was tilted back, and I probably will adjust that afterwards, but I just can't be bothered doing it now because I've spent too long now fucking fiddling around with it. So that has changed, so that actually should massively improve the audio quality now of the channel. The channel? How did I even pronounce that the first time? But anyway, it should be massively improved, so I'm fucking delighted. I will have to work out how to deal with the reverb and kind of like plan out how I'm going to approach that. I have an idea, but again, it won't happen immediately, so we'll kind of deal with that as it comes. The plan for the day, anyway, now that we've handed in that quest over there at the dude, and we've gotten rid of those 2 tablets, which has freed up 2 slots in our inventory, which is fantastic. So now we basically have 2 empty bags and a bit. And the bit really, it's kind of like 3 empty bags, so we'll just go with that. We've got 3 empty bags. We're going to go into Ungoro, and we are going to kill the bejesus out of a load of Devil Swords. Because I have actually looked up stuff regarding best in slot items and stuff like that. I went and did a bit of research on it. I actually watched one of Orkbit's videos, the best in slot rogue video, and I used that as a kind of like get me thinking about what I should be looking for and where I should be looking kind of guide. And then I went and I just googled vanilla best in slot items for rogues, and I think I got like it was like an Excel sheet, and I think it was the one that one of you guys linked to me before, and I just had a gander through that and just kind of looked at where I'd need to go for places. So one of the items we already have is the Devil Sword gauntlets, and another item that we need is the Devil Sword leggings. So what we need to do is we need to go and farm a bit of Devil Sore leather. Now, we got 3 last night off Rithiel. Cheers, bud, by the way. Really appreciate it. That saves me 3 elites that I'm going to have to tackle now shortly. And we also have, I think, 2 or 3 from when we were previously farming as well. I can actually tell you exactly how many we have now in 2 seconds by heading over yonder. What time is it now, anyway? It's 3. So, I could make this a gold farmy video. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it. I was just really excited to test out my microphone and get it because I'm so fucking happy it arrived early. I'm fucking deadly, dude. Alright, why is this still open? Go away. But anyway, yeah, having watched OrcBid's video and then having done a bit of Googling and shit like that, I've established that the next item that we're going to work towards is getting our Devil Sore leggings. Turns out also, and I saw that you guys have been commenting about it, that the quest line that we're currently on or following in... That's a bruiser. No, we want this guy. No, wait, no, you're not... I want a banker is what I need. We're in the wrong building. Turns out the quest line that we're currently following in the Eastern Plaguelands with Tyrion, Doodaddy, your man, the lad, what's his name? Why doesn't it say it here? Yeah, actually, why doesn't it say it here? It should surely say when you return to what's-his-face. Fordring. Turns out that the necklace that you can actually get as a quest reward at the end of that is one of our best in slot items as well. Pre-best in slot items. I think the whole best in slot thing is... There's 2 versions of it. Like, there's pre-best in slot is your pre-raiding gear, and then your best in slot is the best possible variations and combinations of gear that you can have at X level. I think that's how it all works. The whole best in slot thing is kind of new to me as well. I'm more used to like item levels and stuff like that, which may be also in the game, but yeah, we'll figure that out when we get to it. So anyway, there are 2 nearest and most likely easiest to attain goals at the moment. So obviously we're going to start there because it makes far more sense to me. And how many Devil Sore level? Yeah, we had 3 already. So we got 3 from Rayfield. Cheers, bud. And we had 3 that we managed to pick up ourselves somewhere along the way there. I'm going to pause this and we're going to make our way over to Ungoro and we're just going to get stuck in. So back in a minute. Oh, I almost forgot. We done like a load of stuff in the auction house last night. So after we done Blackrock Depths, I went to Stonewind and I put all of this stuff up on the auction house. It was all the stuff that we hadn't sold before, all the stuff that was in our inventory, all the cloth that was in our bank, and all the herbs that we've been picking up from using these evergreen pouches, which have been fantastic, by the way. They've been a great source of income along the way. And I wanted to get this done before we went anywhere to do any goals, because I want to have a figure that we're going to work from at the start, and then a figure that we're going to finish at, and then I can deduct one away from the other. That will give us our difference in gold, and then we can work out precisely how much gold that we've earned over the course of the day. Now, Jesus, we actually made quite a fair amount there now. Boom. Hang on, I just dropped the volume a wee bit. Now, so with the microphone came this set of headphones as well. I don't know if I'm going to continue using the headphones though. I'm still getting used to them. Like maybe after a bit more use, I might be kind of a bit more well adjusted to them. I might enjoy the use of them more. But I think I'm just too used to my Turtle Beaches at this stage, and I might just be biased in that regard. But I'll give them a fair chance before I say yay or nay. And we'll go from there. Am I disconnected? No, I'm still seeing chat and shit. They're moving. I think he's just lagging. That must be it. We'll blame his connection. That's what we'll do. Okay. Fantastic. Nice 380 there at the end. And I clicked this one last night, and that sold within seconds of me logging on. Or, sorry, within seconds of me putting it up, so happy days. Boom. There we go. Mail is done. We made about 28 gold there straight off the bat. So, that's a nice start to the day. Quishti. Right, now, anyway, on to Ungoro. Okay, so we're stocked up with food, we're stocked up with poisons, we've got all that type of shit that we're going to need to be older in order to be able to just continue grinding out whatever we need to do here. So basically, I'm going to set down the parameters we're going to have for this kind of means test of how much gold we can make in this particular area farming leather, and why I've chosen this particular area. So again, I've chosen this area, at least to start with, because of the devil sores that we need to grind out as well. So what I'm going to do is every time I come across a devil sore, I'm going to pause the video, or will I? No, actually I won't, because I'll explain now at the end. I'm not going to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go at it for an hour. Just go ham as a rogue, poisons, base things. I have a potion there that I'm going to use as well. One of the ones that one of you guys sent me, I think it was Aspirin, for 25 agility. So we're going to have that buff on us as well, plus whatever we do with the poisons and all that. I'm going to stealth because we could totally get ganked here while I'm talking. And what the logic of what we're going to go at is I'll pick a time, or I'll set a timer probably on the phone here, which is probably a good idea. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go at it, and I'm just going to kill shit for an hour, including the Devil Sore, so I'll get as many Devil Sore leather as possible. And then at the end, we're going to take stock of the amount of leather that we've actually generated. So at the moment, I should have 0. I hope that will make life so much easier. I have 0. Fantastic. Okay, so at the moment, I have 0 leather products on me. Absolutely none. At the end of the hour, we're going to take stock of how many leather products I actually have. And then we will go to the auction house. And I'm not necessarily going to actually auction them because I'm probably going to want to use them to level up my leather working, at least initially. But we will take the average kind of the low... What I would put it up for would be the low price. So I would undercut everyone by 1 silver. So I will deduct 1 silver off kind of the lowest average price. Not necessarily like a ridiculously low price. And let's just assume that we'd managed to sell it for that. And then that would be the theoretical gold generated in an hour from this venture. Or I may, like, it depends on me, or maybe I'll just throw it up and sell it and we'll see if we fucking make any shillings off it. It could be interesting. And again, like, that all assumes that people buy the leather and all that type of shite. So, I don't know. I think it would be easier just to go with what I said initially and then we'll work it out from there. I was thinking about pausing it for the Devil Sores because I may not actually... like, what I've wanted to auction house that shit, but I realise now that I'm not going to use the stuff anyway, so because I'm going to be taking the averages of the auction house price, it's not really a thing. It has been said to me, though, that Devil Sore leather doesn't really seem to sell, so that is concerning, but, you know, we'll let that slide. So again, a lot of this rests in the realm of the hypothetical while I'm trying to get another quest done. So we need 8 Devil Sore leather, I believe, in order to be able to make the thing. I think it's 14 in total, so we have 6, so 8 more is what we're looking for, but we're going to try and get as many as we possibly can. Okay, right, we're at 12 minutes now, so there won't be too much footage of what's going on, but I'll try and keep the more interesting bits in. Anyway, I don't know, it feels bad, man. I went to reply to you, but you weren't on. I am actually considering streaming on YouTube, but again, that's all stuff that I'm figuring out at the moment. I like to tackle problems one at a time, and my latest problem has been my microphone and my audio, so I wanted to get that sorted. Anyway, now I'm actually going to start. Okay, and we're off. So the timer has just been set. I set it for an hour and 1 minute, and what we're pretty much just going to do is we're just going to follow our normal rotation, and I'm going to run around and try and get as much leather as I can, and I'm going to kill everything from Parson's Refuge all the way down to in and around the south part there of whatchamacallit, Ungoro. We're just going to skin the bejesus out of everything that we can and just see what we can produce. This may not necessarily be the most efficient spot to be doing it at because of all these lads and all that type of crack, but once we get a bit further south, we'll be able to get a bit more of a better idea of how much we can actually generate per hour. There's like a million raptors over here, and that's what I'm aiming for at the moment, but I want to kind of keep as central as possible because I want to come across the Devil Sores. So that's the plan at the moment as it starts. So onwards and upwards. Right, well, the raptors definitely seem to be the way to go at the moment. Holy missed my thing by turning. The raptors definitely seem to be a very efficient way of getting leather here at the moment, and we're getting a lot of grey and white drops as well off them, which we may also be able to sell on the auction house and will be included in the whole how much money we've actually... Oh, bugger. Oh, and I missed my cheap shot and kicked it. Well, fantastic. Anyway, it was going much better before I turned on the recording. Slice and dice up pretty fast. We'll just go for a biggity badass at this rate. We're not doing too bad now at the moment. We're not doing too bad. A lot of you guys are messaging me at the moment as well. I just want to stress, like, you guys are offering me help and stuff like that, and just to maintain the integrity of what I'm doing here, I can't exactly have any of you guys help me do this, because this is meant to be a kind of how much gold can I make by my lonesome while you're out doing something. That's the whole idea behind it. So if you guys are helping me, it kind of undermines that kind of logic.
It's too far away.
So while I am very, very grateful for all the offers of help and stuff like that you guys are currently offering me, just bear in mind that in order to maintain the integrity of what I'm attempting to do here, I have to refuse all of them for today. But when I'm dying of a hangover on Monday or Sunday, we'll say Monday, I'd love all the help you guys got. Anyway, back in a minute. Oh, we got a green drop off that one. That's pretty neat. Well, speaking of loot bugs, after the first fucking the episode I released there yesterday, yeah. What's the deal? Bullshit. Okay, we found our first iron hide, so I need to catch up to him now. What level is he? 55. Jesus fuck, man. That is intimidating. And we need to get our health back. Let's just chill for a second. Oh, he's coming back towards us. Oop. Okay, so we're just gonna have to pop every fucking cooldown that we have, and hopefully we're gonna be able to manage this jerk. And we'll have full health by the time we get over to him. Okay. Probably gonna have to mount back up, actually, to catch him. We want to try and catch him stealthed as well, so we can at least get our garrote off. So what I'll probably do is I'll go in front of him. And my thinking is that I'll throw the distracting doodaddy. And when I throw a distracting doodaddy at him, that should pause him long enough for my energy to not only come back, but for me then to get my full rotation off. And we're going to go for a second point before we rupture. Lovely. And then we'll pop a trend. And then we're going to just fucking absolutely DPS to be chased. Going straight for a big ass eviscerate. And then we'll refresh our slice and dice because we got a combo point. We did quite well. We got no stacks of deadly poison. Isn't that fucking delightful? Our rupture has worn off, but we're just going to keep hammersing away at him here. Hopefully we're able to just chunk him down. We're getting down to the wire here now. We're about 50% health. Boom. Nicely done. Nicely done. I was afraid that was going to glitch out like the fucking second last mob there as well. Right. 1 leather. Not bad. We've moved over a wee bit here now, and the raptors over here are like a level or 2 lower than the raptors that we encountered in the previous area. And we are getting both thick leather and rugged leather off them. So it actually makes more sense to come over here and farm here instead, where we're going to have easier kills yet still get the same rewards, which means we're able to sustain in the combat far longer, which means we get more time killing, more time skinning, less time healing up, which is what we want to aim for as much as possible. So that could be an idea just to tweak it, and that might just give us a wee bit of an edge in terms of how much leather we end up coming out with at the end of this here episode. Cooldowns are about halfway to coming back up. So if you wonder why I did it at one point there, it's because these are getting chunked down so fast. I'd rather just have some damage going on as opposed to none. Cooldowns are about halfway to coming back, so we're going to start looking for another Devil Sword now shortly. Once we find it, we'll continue killing raptors until the cooldowns come off cooldown, and then we will just go ham again. Anyway, back in a minute. Okay, so that's our second fruit break now since we started. How are we looking so far? We've got a significant amount of drops, like between greys, whites, and kind of greens and various other like junk and stuff like that. Leather, we're only up to 28 things that we've skinned. 27, actually. Sorry, 29 if you count the Devil Sword leather. So we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too good either. Could go faster. We'll get faster with practice. We'll get faster with practice. Anyway, hey, we found another one. Okay, fantastic. It's a level 55, just a normal Devil Sword. Just an average Devil Sword. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till he gets out of these red slimes here, because we don't want to pull mobs that we don't have to pull. And I'm just going to keep chasing them up until what I reckon is probably going to be the critical point. And can I... But he's close to that. It'll allow us to catch up, so it's okay. Yeah, no, we definitely don't want to do it here. What we're going to do is we're going to try and cut him off here now in a second. So I don't want to pull those oozes. Fantastic. Let's get in behind him here now. And again, going straight for the garrote.
I'm out of
Make it nice. Boom. Slice, nice. Straight away. Sinister strike. Get the rupture on. Pop evasion. Pop the jet on the rush. And let's just go. Himmity ham. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure nobody's coming towards us. Make sure we're not pulling any extra mobs. And then a nice big ass eviscerate. Slice, nice. Straight back up. Rupture straight back up. Build another eviscerate just so we can finish them off. Still a few seconds of slice and dice. And we're going to eviscerate after this. Half our health, half his health gone. Oh, fantastic. Skin him. Boom. And that's another one. Okay, and we just spotted our next big one wandering over there at the moment, and he's actually level 54. So hopefully he's going to be dramatically easier to kill than the previous ones have been. Now, we've got another 50 seconds before our adrenaline rush actually comes off cooldown. So I reckon that's time enough for us to get our health back. Time enough thus for then to catch up with that Devil Sword, and then hopefully all our cooldowns are ready to go, and we'll be able to just drop them in 1 second. So anyway, Herblip. And as is typical, my poisons are about to run out, but I reckon we're just about in time that if I'm quick enough here, I should be able to just about get in behind him here and get 20 seconds of happy time with this motherfucker. Right, let's get our second combo point on. Pop that, pop that, pop that. Lose all my combo points, and then we'll start again. Oh dear, no, that's not good. I totally missed that with the trinket, but who cares? It's fine. He's a lower level. It's going to be an inch easier. Full power to eviscerate. Sinister. Sorry, slice back up. Get rupture on him. And we just ran out of poison, so we're about to lose a big chunk of DPS. That did nothing. And I wish I had my trinket for that. Oh, this is a longer one. Oh, this one's fucking messing us up. Never doubted it for a second. Never doubted it, not for 1 second. Alright, quickly skin him before I get ganked. And boom. Right. I was a bit closer. Right, let's quickly get our poisons back on and keep going. We can totally cheat and skin things other people have killed that we haven't. As long as we're on the ball about it. Neat. Why not? Exploit other people's work. Totally worth. Totally worth. I don't see any more. No, right, we're just going to keep continuing on our way. Okay, so we've now gotten to a portion of the map where the mobs have actually increased in level once again. So what we're going to do is we're going to double back now and work our way back around this ridge, away from the fire thingy. Boom, level 54. Ew, it could be good for cores. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and kill everything on the way back again. You see, there's nothing. You see, all this time is wasted now as opposed to actually grinding leather. What about? I had 6 in the bank. I have 3 now, so I need another 7. Here's another one. We're gonna kill him, and basically what I'm hoping for is devil swords to respawn in the meantime, or for thought I clicked that for me to come across one on my travels. By killing everything like this, it's actually giving an opportunity for the mobs to respawn, so that when I double back, I'm not doubling back into nothingness. I'm going to double back into a bunch of more mobs that I can actually kill, and then hopefully at some point or other, devil sword will respawn and we'll come across me. Anyway, that's the logic, but it should work. It'll be fine. So the joys of being a rogue, we've actually come across a reinforced steel lockbox, so that's also going to be added to the loot at the end of this process. Well, that won't apply to everyone. It sure as hell applies to me, so fantastic. Fortuitously, this lovely alliance person over here, Butt Rocket, who's the best name ever did, has given us a buff and has also healed us. So that's definitely going to improve our damage output and our survivability over the next couple of minutes. So, haha! We got a recipe, we got loads of other junk. That's a nice one. That was a good kill. Yeah, no, the raptors are definitely the way to go, dude. They drop so fucking fast in comparison with the devil swords. Or sorry, well, definitely in comparison with the devil swords, but in comparison with the dimetrodons. So if you are going to be doing this, focus on the raptors over everything else. And if you're not a stealth class, it'll be slightly easier for you. Well, I totally got a second point on. Because all of their range and stuff like that won't fuck up your stealth, and it's going to make life a whole lot easier to get around. So you're not going to miss out on a big chunk of your DPS just because you have to wait an extra couple of seconds for your stealth to be really available to you. That being said, like, even with the fucking, in my inability to stealth, I've just been running head first into the fuckers and just smashing them up anyway, so, yeah, whatever works. Anyway, Jesus, it's been a while since we've spotted the last one, but at last we're after coming across another devil sword. So we're gonna pop sprint, so we're able to catch up to him here. We're gonna stealth, oh Jesus. Right, but he's actually coming back towards us, so that's quite convenient, and this is a good spot as any to do it. Get that up, pop that, pop one of them, get a bleed on, pop this. I think that's everything. I don't think I forgot that. We're good to go. Let's work up towards a good eviscerate here. And we're going to pop it now. Get that back on. Keep slice nice up.
I can't do it.
Going okay so far. Have it down to about 33% of its health here now, so not bad. Not bad. We don't have a rupture up at the moment. We're going to actually blow my 3 combo points with a decent rupture. Just to keep bringing the health down. Get slice nice back up. Should be okay. Should be alright. Think we're good? Fantastic. And he actually dropped loot this time. Nice. Neat. What do we need? 4 more of these? 4 more of the devil sword leather, and we're able to make the item that we actually want. But again, we're going to farm as many as we possibly can over the course of the episode, just for the whole continuity of the thing, whether or not you guys see that it's actually worthwhile looking around. My dick's so big when I slap it on my keyboard, it goes all the way from A to Z. That's one of the funniest fucking things I've read all day.
Not enough.
Not bad. Not bad. It tickles my inside. Coming up into the last minute or so now. We'll have to get a green pattern there. White bandit mask. Don't know if we're that. Find out now shortly. We didn't get all the Devil Sword letters that we wanted, so I am going to hang around here for a wee bit after, just to make sure that I get those so I don't have to come back and I don't buy them on the auction house myself. But we didn't do too badly, I don't think. I think we got a fair bit of stuff. Hopefully we timed that stealth just right. No, we just about missed it. That sucks. No, we're still able to chunk them down fairly fast, even if we don't have our stealth activated. We should be hearing that alarm going off any second now. You can probably add on about 30 or 40 seconds from me replying to people. Hey, we got something else. That's neat. Come on, quickly. We've time for one more. If it's pulled, it counts. No! Okay, right. Boom. Okay, so 2 seconds. We'll turn this off. And we will have a look at what we've managed to gather. Right. So pretty much everything from this point on. So the thick leather there, rugged leather, a stack, this entire bag of gear, and then all of these items here, and this entire bag of gear as well. That's not bad. And we got a reinforced lockbox as well, so I'm really looking forward to lock picking. So I am actually going to hang around here for just a wee while longer, because I want to try and get my next 4 Devil Sword leather. I don't want to have to mess around, kind of like looking at the auction house for that sort of shit. I don't want to eat into my considerable amount of gold. Yes, that's what we refer to it as. By having to purchase some either. So I'm not going to kill anything else but Devil Swords, because I don't want to affect the loot that's already here. And what I'm going to do is any items other than exceptionally good ones, which I will document, I will discard. So that way it doesn't affect the loot that we have before. So, you know, take a mental image of what's in front of you there, and we're going to go looking for a couple of more Devil Swords, just so we don't have to deal with the bullshit later on. Anyway, oh, and we found one pretty much straight away as soon as we went looking for one, so happy days. Oh, he's level 56. This is a challenge. Catch up quickly. Come on now. There we go. Boom. Slice and dice him straight away. Get our second combo point into him. Pop this. Pop that. Oh, right, let's see how we get on with this fella now. We're going to go for an eviscerate immediately, so that way I can get my slice and dice back up. And we get our rupture back into him. And then this time we're going to go for a nice big eviscerate at the end. Yeah, we'll go for the 5 points in the eviscerate. Hopefully we get a big ass crit here. We just chunk a load of health off. It's not worth. Should have put slice and dice up in there instead. It's back up. I've actually doubled up on it. That was a mistake. But we're going to be fine unless we get ganked. Which I won't. Okay, so remember that we are. Can I like do one at a time? No, shit. Okay. I need to create a.
Can't equip that.
No, fuck you, dude. Put this here. Skin this so I don't get ganked. And I need to create a separate stack of, what was the other thing? Ungoro's soil. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these into a different stack. I'm going to stealth because I'm probably going to get ganked. And every time we get one from here on, put them into those stacks. And then that way the items won't go to waste, but we'll know that they're actually separate to the ones that we gathered in the hour. That makes sense. Anyway, 3 more to go. All right. Now, the problem is we found this one so fast that we don't have our cooldowns ready, but this one is only level 54. And we do still have 2 minutes of this bad boy. I would like to get the value out of it. And we still need to get our health and stuff like that back, but we've got a 3-minute cooldown on Adrenaline Rush, so... And we also have a minute cooldown on Evasion. It is worth our while hanging on for the evasion. It may not be worth our while waiting for Adrenaline Rush, however. So we're probably going to wait for... Oh, fuck, I thought that was another one. We're going to wait for Evasion to come back up, and then we're just going to go in. And we'll actually pop Blade Flurry. And I'm hoping that the extra 20% attack speed will make a bit of a difference in terms of our damage output. So that way we're able to manage. Anyway, I'll come back once we're ready to go. Okay, let's chase him. Let's see how this works out.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
We got him! Boom. Okay, fantastic. Right, let's get our combo points in order. Did I not rupture there? Oh, that's not a good start. Okay, trinket that. Pop that. Do this. I don't know if we can actually stun these or what the deal is, but his health is going down. The problem is evasion just wore off, so let's get that back on the go. Slice and dice is off as well, so we want to get that up and running. Toronto, oh, don't pull that else. We're good. Oh, it's a long one. Shit. Fantastic. I think we may not get it. I will pot if I have to, but I don't want it. Never doubted it for a second. Fantastic. And again, if that didn't drop any items, so that's not going to affect the amount of gear that we had. Just remember that we have gotten 2 devil sword leather since. What we'll do is we'll just move this one over. Oh, fantastic. And again, you can see that we're actually keeping the loots separate from each other. And we will have Adrenaline Rush up for our next one. So if we have 6 in the bank, and we have 6 here, that means we need 2 more to go. So 2 more to go. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Rightio, here's our next one. Let's get stealthed. We're not going to pull anything else.
I'm out of range.
No,
it's
I
too
haven't.
Far away.
Oh,
need to get
fuck
closer.
it, man. All right, well, we have to pop
too far
sprint.
away. I need to get closer.
Let's not pull the goop.
Ready yet.
Back up a step.
out of range.
Get rupture on. Pop evasion. Look at me clicking all of these spells. It feels so good.
I'm out of range.
Fantastic. Right, we're going to pop Slice of Dice again. Put another rupture in. Just gonna keep chunking away. We're going to work towards Eviscerate now. Hopefully that'll be enough to drop it straight away. No points for Eviscerate. Did next to nothing to him. Pop another fucking rupture on him. Slice Dice up again. Boom. Easy. That was a fairly handy one. One more. That's all we need. Just one more and we are good to go. And again, I'll separate that now in 2 seconds. Shit. Right. Found our last one. Now, the problem at the moment that I can currently see is that you ain't up for 2 minutes. Although we do have our evasion is up. And this one's level 56. So, this could be risky. This might be a potion jobby right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till he gets into a bit of a better spot. Maybe not next to all these raptors. And also hoping that we... Fuck it. Also hoping that we come across maybe a lower level one. You never know. If we wait long enough, the CD on our Adrenaline Rush will be up. And then we can just go ham on him straight away. It's only 50 seconds away. I guess I can wait. I have been thinking about it, and I think I will actually put all the stuff up that I've actually gained on the auction house. And then I'll give like a potential rewards figure, and then at a later stage I'll update you guys and let you know how much we actually made, and then we can work out whether or not different methods are actually viable versus this one in terms of kind of effectiveness. I don't think this was the most effective way of getting leather, if I'm honest. I think there are far easier ways of doing it. But it would be nice to put a figure on the loot that we got, just to kind of have an overall idea how we actually got on. And then we will look at alternative methods in the future. How are we doing? How are we all doing? See what I did there. Right. We're about to pop off now in a couple of seconds. Go invisible, please. And get ready.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. It's too far away.
That was not out of range,
I need
you
to get
jerk.
closer.
Oh, he's gonna be out of range now in a second. Oh. This may be a mistake.
It's too far away.
No, we're okay, we're good. I thought it might pull the other one here, but we're fine. That up, pop this. Look at all of the clicking. I hope it burns into your soul every time you see me click that. It feels so good. Pop an eviscerate. Slice dice back up. Have rupture on. Fantastic. This is probably actually one of the better rotations we've done so far in today's episode against these bastards. Nice eviscerate just to try and finish him off. Didn't work, but we're nearly there. Next move, I have to bear in mind I haven't actually upgraded my moves yet, so if we had those upgraded, this would probably be significantly easier. And remember, we do have to take one of these and put it over here onto that stack. That makes 4 and 4. Deadly 8. We have 6 back in the base, bringing us to a total of 14. Lovely. Done and diddly. Right. Do we have any reason to stay here? No, absolutely none. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hardstone out of here, and we're going to come up with an idea of what we could have potentially earned. So, okay, so I have written down the gold figure that we're at, which is 358, 55, 36, and I won't be vendoring or selling any of these until I'm finished this episode, and then we'll figure out what we've earned then after that. Remember that we have 4 Devil Sword leather that we can play around with on the auction house, but we won't actually be selling. We'll be hanging on to it, but just to get an idea of what we technically earned in terms of income. So we're going to start by selling the greys.
Greetings.
Just to get an idea of where we're at. I won't repair my gear because, I suppose it's expenses incurred over the course of the process, so why not? So, 48, 42, 45, not bad. Sleeping gizzard, thingies, gelatinous goop, large slimy bone. I got attacked by a goop at one point. Heads up. That's why that's there if you're wondering. We will try and auction house that. Anything that's white, we're going to try and whack on the auction house. And we'll open that up actually now in 2 seconds. We'll finally get a look at it. So actually, do you know what? We really didn't make like all that much leather. Now that I look at it, like it really, in kind of speaking, this is the extent of the leather. So, unless I'm not seeing that. 30 rugged leather, 67 thick leather, and where were the... We did get something... Oh yeah, and 4 thick hides. That's it. And then we got a couple of recipes and stuff like that too. So let's figure out what we got in the box. What's in the box? The box! We'll see what the crack is now. Boom. We got a pattern for a big voodoo robe, which I don't think is that good. So, actually, not level 13, 14, and 9. Just saying, it's pretty good. I already know it. When you guys want to buy it, it'll be up for an extortionate amount. Not at all. Okay. Now, these we did have prior. So this is the stuff that we can't touch in terms of figuring out what we can make. Now, I actually have auctions already on, so that kind of fucks up my next plan. But I suppose it's just going to be below the earth root. So what we'll do is thick leather, and we'll work out roughly how much we can make off it. So its stack at the moment appears to be going for 140 in terms of gold. So what we'll do is we'll put that on here. We'll leave that at 90, and we'll put this on for 139.99. And again, we're just going to undercut absolutely fucking everyone because that's how I roll. So we'll put that up there. We'll put that there. 139. Oh shit. Well, if you want to buy it for that much, feel free to. 39.99. And the next one again for 139.99. Boom. The 3 of them up. And how much are they selling for roughly individually would be my next question. So 10 go for 90. They're working out at about 70 silver a pop. So if I put this up for... Wait, no, I've totally fucked up the maths on that there. They're not 70 silver a pop. They're about 7 silver a pop. So 7 of them for 49.99. We'll make it 47. Seems legit. Hopefully it sells. Right, rugged leather. How much can we sell this shit for now? Boom. Stacks are going for 199 roughly. Full stack is going for about 199. That one's going for fucking 200. Fair play to you, Harambe's wife. I hope that shit sells. So we'll put this up for about 197.99. Hopefully that's just enough. And what we'll do is this one for 99.99. And then again, hopefully that's just enough for us to be able to sell it. Now, the Devil's Sword leather we'll do at the end, so that way I don't forget. We'll go for the raptor meat next. I have high hopes for the raptor meat. Ooh. Raptor flesh. Now, not that good. Right, my hopes have been dashed. We'll be popping these up for pretty much a silver a go. So we'll do these for $9.99. $9.99. This one, it's only a fraction of it, so we'll put this up for 7. And we go $7.99. And we'll leave that at that. Okay, the thick hides now. Thick hide. Individually are going for about 5 silver a pop.
I can't equip that.
Do is, as far as I'm aware, these are actually quite difficult to sell. I don't think people really buy these. So we will be putting these up for... Fuck, man. Yeah, they're only really worth a $5. So we'll go $4.50 there, and then we'll go $4.99, $49.99. Oops. We will go $4.99, and hopefully that will just be enough to undercut everyone and get them sold. Shit, too many tabs. 99. There we go. Boom. I'm starting to reckon this hasn't been the most profitable. I think we're looking at maybe in and around maybe 15 gold for an hour's work, which doesn't really justify it in my eyes. If that actually sells, happy days. That will definitely be a massive boost to the cause. We have to remember that we got a significant amount of Ungoro soil, so we can deduct 8 from that, which means we actually got
I can't equip that.
41? Yeah, 41. So there's 41 Ungoro soil there that we actually got separate to the 8 that we already had. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not to be sniffed at. Okay. Big voodoo robe. Jeez, that's not rare in the slightest. So we'll put it up pretty much as is. Dirt cheap. Just try and get it sold. Dazzling Meteoral Rapier. That should be enough. Yeah, okay. And again, also not worth a whole lot. But sure, we'll lash it on anyway. And again, we're going to drop the price just to try and guarantee that it does sell. Happy days. And now the white bandit mask. Click this white bandit. And again, also not worth a whole bunch. No bodger though. Oh, actually, there. That looks quite decent. No, it's cloth. Motherfuck. Right, okay, cool. And we'll leave that at $19.99 as well. And hopefully that just sells pretty much straight away. These usually go for about £5 a pop. We will check just in case it has gone up. Wicked Claw. 2 seconds. And now, boom. Right, so they are going for about a $5 a pop. So we'll get that up for $4.99. Bang. And there we go for 4. Oh, shit. Why not? Whatever. Boom. $4.99. Okay, so we pretty much just got the Elixir of Giants now, which, do you know what? That actually might be a winner. The Elixir of Giants. I knew I'd have to let her out there. Did I just misspell Elixir? Yeah, I did. I looked at it there and I was like, that doesn't look right. Elixir of Giants. Ah, yes. Winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Fantastic. Right. We popped this up for $2.99. It's 50 silver off the market price. And I reckon that's going to be enough for someone to go, that's a bargain, let's go, boom, and buy that pretty much straight up off the bat. So that's definitely been a bit of a redeem, a one singular redeem Ungoro. Damn, we'll just type in soil. That should bring it up, surely. Soil. Also, actually selling for quite a decent amount. So, looking at a stack of 20, full stack of 50, you're looking at what, 745. We do want to undercut this person. I was about to say jerk. I don't know this person. They're probably a lovely person. You fucking jerk. Okay, right. And we want to make it a good enough bargain that somebody wants to buy it, or that person wants to buy it to stop us from undercutting them so they can put it back up at their price. But we just want to guarantee the sale. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to figure out whatever Devil Sore leather actually comes to. Oh shit, no, whoa, whoa, that is quite high. But it's not selling is the issue. Damn. It's expensive. You're looking at about 3 gold per leather. So we'll call that 12. 10. We'll call it 10 to be safe. Yep. We'll go with that. That'll be easier. Shit, the actual crafted ones are redonkulous. It's 30 rugged leather, 14 devil sore leather, 1 cured rugged hide, and a ruined thread. Fuck, man. A lot of mats. Okay. So let's quickly have a gander at what we've done. So 5, 8, 9, 50. Call that 50, 10. I'd say potentially in and around 15 to 30 gold. Give or take. Probably 25 would be a closer save, but anywhere from 15 to 30 gold is what we made in an hour of grinding. Add on the extra couple of minutes there, and there's another 12 fucking gold right there just from just doing a couple of more devil swords. So I think the more effective method, if you were to be down there farming, probably would be, assuming that these actually do sell, would be to farm Devil Sword leather. I think. But to be honest, I don't think that is the most optimum way of farming stuff for gold. So I don't think we will be repeating the above. We'll just pop that for $2.99. Whatever, it's fine. Just sell it, get rid of it. I don't think we'll be repeating that method. I think we'll probably try and find something that's a bit more efficient in the future. I think that makes a bit more sense to me. Okay, I hope Baden wasn't asking me there, because I totally would unlock it for you, dude, but I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay. Right, so what we're doing is we're going to pop this. And I think I am going to wrap this episode up here. We managed to hand in a quest, which was our nice bit of progress, and we're after managing to get our Devil Sword leather together. So actually what I'll do is now is we'll click this and gold thorn. Dang it. What we'll do now is we'll grab the other bits of Devil Sword leather, we'll get the rugged hide and all our materials together in our bag, and I can't craft it yet because I haven't leveled up my leather working, so I shouldn't have sold that leather, but fucking whatever, who cares.
How are you?
So we now have this and that. So what do I need to be at for the Devil Sword leggings? I need to be at 300. What are we at the moment? We are 38 off it. Not bad. Not bad. And what was our plan for leveling it up? I forget. Right, well, we're going to have to level that up at some stage, but we now have secured the leather we need in order to be able to do so. That's probably going to be the fastest and easiest way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah. They're actually not half bad either. Okay, so we'll boss out a load of those. That looks like a cheaper method. No, that definitely seems like the most easy method of leveling. If we can get a couple of more out of that even, that'd be pretty neat too. How much leather do I actually have? Not a whole lot. I definitely should have held on to the leather rather than selling it, but yeah, we'll just see how much we actually get out of it. So what I'll do is I am actually going to log off, and when we come back next time, hopefully we have sold all of that stuff. We did sell an earth root in between. So I won't actually grab that until we have sold all the other stuff. Oh, we sold all our raptor flesh. Neat. So I will come back to that at a later stage. And we will leave this episode here. And the next time we come back, we're going to continue our Tyrian bordering quest line. We're going to kill as much stuff as we can in order to get more leather as we progress that. And then we're going to spend a bit of time leveling up our leather working in order to be able to get our Devil Sword leather recipe learned and the leggings themselves equipped. I think that's pretty much all for this episode. So I'll be tweaking my audio a wee bit between now and the next one. And hopefully it'll be sounding a bit better the next time you actually hear me. So this has been Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below, or possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this video, leave it down below in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, handy. Bye!